How would you describe the situation between Israelis and Palestinians at the moment?
Well, we all really, it should be that we have all of us, both sides. We have the hope. We should have the hope that because we are really very close to peace. But
You are close to peace, you mean?
close to peace, yeah. We are really very close to peace, and this is really a very positive opportunity that we have these days, because there is an understanding between the two peoples, and there is an understanding like internationally, and there is international willings, and thoughts, new thoughts, really for the area here. But unfortunately, that I don't know, the Israeli government is thinking that something in a different way, letting giving the green line for the settlers in the area here to go around and destroy the strategy of peace. Now the whole world is pushing towards stopping or freezing for some time, even building the settlements. But I don't know, Netanyahu and his foreign minister, what's his name? I forgot his name. They are insisting really not to do that. For some reasons, Netanyahu says that, if I do that, I will, my government will collapse down, and there will be no more this government.
But is it possible that also Israelis, Jews, are living in Palestine as they do? Can't you live together somehow?
Yeah, well, really, listen, through my experience, I think when it comes to people, it's really very easy to live together. Very easy, because we have the experience that we worked with Israelis a lot, and we have lots of friends. We have, before the war, we used to have like hundreds of people coming to our area here for making shopping, having this attending weddings and whatever. And so what I mean is really very easy when it comes to people, but the problem is that when politicians interfere in that, they have their own interests. And the problem is that not all the politicians, not all the politicians, they are doing their job, because there's another interest playing around in this area.
So what you're basically saying is, without politicians, you could live in peace.
Exactly. I tried that once, and it's really a very positive experience. That when it comes to straight away from people to people, it's easy to live together.
But on the other hand, there's also big hatred here among some Palestinians. These suicide guys. I mean, is this still an issue? You are also a little bit close to it.
Exactly. Well, everywhere you go, there is hatred between the two peoples. Some people, they think that Israelis should not be here, and at the same time, the settlers they think that Palestinians, they don't have the right to live here. But I'm happy to tell you that the majority of the people here, they are really willing to make peace at any time, because they think that again, to go back to the politicians, that because we see what's going on the ground here, and people, they have the ability even to judge those politicians. They think that corrupted people, they have nothing connected. They are not connected with their people. They don't thought for the interests of their people. They do that just 90% for their interests. So this is why people are really, they say that all these actions which could really destroy peace between any people is politicians themselves, or any actions, military actions or whatever from any side, could destroy the peace agreement or peace talks or whatever, or attitudes. People these days, they think that all these actions should be really deleted, and they should really kick these actions from their lives, because it's one of the basic needs for people, for human beings, is to live in peace.
And the future of this area here, is it a two-state area, an area with two governments, or is it a unification between Palestinians and Israelis?
Well, Palestinians have their rights to have their own independent country. Yeah. This is, according to the United Nations, resolutions, and even the Israelis themselves, they say that. But the problem is that when you get the power, when you have the power, you can force everything on the ground. I mean, at the same time that you can't even, it doesn't make sense that, you know, when you say that Palestinians have a right to have their independent state and on the ground, with settlements, you know, and, you know, with all this wall, you know, separation wall and other actions. Now, independent state for Palestinians and another state for Israelis, I think this is the best solution for both of us.
So,
and
two-state solution then?
Two-state solutions with full cooperation, with full, you know, ties with the other party, like between Palestinians and
but
Israel.
with a frontier, with a real frontier, with a border.
Yeah, sure. Sure, and it's well known, you know, and you know, through the United Nations resolutions since the beginning of this issue, like 62 years ago. This is the only solution. This is the only solution.
And when will this solution be reality? When will it be reality?
Well, it depends on politicians, which is what we believe really that yeah, they are lying to their people, both sides. Both sides, Israeli government and Palestinian government, are lying to their people. Unfortunately, to say that, you know, and this is one of the reasons. This is why I fully believe that one of the ideas and the themes behind building the separation wall is to keep people away from each other. Keeping people away from each other. That, you know, destroying the ties between them, destroying the social ties between people. And we have a saying in Arabic that, you know, if you are away from eyes, away from hearts, people will forget you. And, you know, it will be easy for any part just to make propaganda about the other part. They are, you know, killers, they are suicide bombers, they are settlers, they are whatever, they are, you know, the Israeli army, whatever, you know. But, you know, this is my belief, really. And if you go around here, everywhere, if you say this or talk about this idea, they will tell you that, you know, keeping people together is the best solution, really.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Kemal.